Hello and welcome back to another installment of Wheelchair Art. I am your host, Mark. Now, what we do is, well, before I lay down some liquid white, and now, okay, anyway, I have some sap green here, like before, except if you notice I've covered up the trees a little. That's okay. That's okay. Because, hold on a minute, I'll just continue talking. Okay, because because of the because of the drying process, I had to cover them up a little bit, but anyway. And from there, and we'll even get to this blue here. I'll have to fix that anyway. But yeah, what we'll do is we'll get some blue here. There's a link for the blue. And then what we do is we just do this side. Right? Yeah. You pull this side. You'll see what that's gonna be here in a couple minutes. So it's gonna be some nice looking waterish area. And yeah, give me some water. Watery. This is pondish area. Anyway, yeah, and then we continue with the trees, right? Trees are important, right? Trees help with everything. They help put oxygen into the air. Trees are very important. Anyway, and then, well, I just changed the color a little bit by adding a little bit of what you call it. This is a fan brush, by the way. The other brush I was using was a oh yeah, 1.5 inch brush. And this is a fan brush. You'll see what it is I have planned. Huh. Only 3 minutes. Happens pretty quickly. Maybe, yeah. Okay, now, oh yeah, that's right, so this is here. And the rest, well, anyway, yeah, then what we do is we take a, oops, anyway, So take a clean 1.5 inch brush, which is right here. I have one that's already nice and clean. Don't worry. You don't want to use a dirty brush for this. I guess you could, but you know, if you do things right, do it right, right? Yeah. So what we do is if you take the 1.5 inch brush, make sure it's nice and well, the bristles are nice and bendy, kind of, and then you just tap it. Make a nice misty effect. Tap it. At the base of it though, you want to tap it at the base. You'll see why I'm doing this in a second. This is one of the special effects I mentioned in the first episode. This is the second episode, by the way. Alright, and now what we do now is we take our blending brush and we make sure it's nice and bendy brushy or bristles. And what we do is we just grab it and pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. And then you just do it throughout the entire thing. And then it gives it that nice, you know, that nice distance look, I guess. Anyway, and then from there, we can begin to work on another layer of trees. If you wanted trees, or if you wanted, you know, ground or whatever, you could obviously work on that. Me, I'm going to put down a slight layer of oh yes, this here, which is Van Dyke Brown. Below that is darkish, and yeah, we'll just see where that takes us. And what we do from there is we grab a little bit sap green in there too, just a wink bit, nothing too extreme, just a little bit of sap green in there to give it a nice, that nice texture look anyway. And then we switch our brushes because I don't like the 1.5 inch brush. Well, not for making things anyway. What we do is we grab well, it's just a bigger brush, but anyway, yeah. Grab the old number 6, I think, fan brush. Pretty much any fan brush you have will work, I suppose. Doesn't really have to be a particular type or anything like that, anyway. And then we make some, you know, little bushy things there. I saw a groundhog today. We live next door to a family of groundhogs. Isn't that interesting? I like groundhogs. I'm an animal type of guy. You should probably, know that ahead of time. I love animals. Animals are great little creatures, aren't they? Okay, anyway, once you have that done, which, yeah, looks kind of adequate. Anyway, and then from there, what we do is, yeah, we just, tap the bottom of it again. This the old whoopsie daisy. But first, we gotta make sure it's clean slightly, so we wipe it off on our towel, which is beside us. You could use paper towels, I suppose, but it doesn't really matter, I guess. Anyway. You get a nice layer of whatever this is called. It's called mist. Nice layer of mist there. And then with our clean, or not clean, but well, okay, yeah, with our blending brush, we'll make sure it's at least somewhat clean. We have to keep on going back to the towel. It's a step-by-step process, really. It really, excuse me, is. Anyway, and then we just pull up, right? Or you could just leave it as is, or whatever, and just put in some more. You know, some more sap grain, or even some other type of grain, which I have some, what's it called? Vidian. Vidian's some pretty good stuff. Let's just get that going here. Maybe. Okay. Well, anyway, I'll do the pull-up technique for you guys again. There, and that helps make things look more distancing. With the lane, or the planes of perspective. Sorry, I got some sweat in my eyeball. It really burns when that happens. Anyway, but yeah, it helps with the planes of perspective. A couple years ago, I saw some rabbits. That was pretty interesting. I love rabbits. We used to have rabbits, in fact. Yep, two of them. One was called Snow, and the other one was called Sarah. Sarah, on the other hand, she was a nice little gray rabbit. Snow was a white rabbit. He was pretty cool. He had red eyes and everything. He was an albino rabbit, though. Pretty cool little rabbit. Anyway, moving on. So we got our Vidian green here, or Vivian, whatever that's called. Vidian, it's called Hue, and then what we do is, oh, I met my leg. Well, this time I want a bigger brush, right? Because to go distance or whatever, you're gonna have a bigger brush sometimes. So what I want to do, and also to show light, you must first put down a layer of darkness, which is why I'm using Vidian green, because it's a darker type of green, I guess. That also looks pretty awesome too, especially with this white. It's gonna look great. I think so, anyway. We just stamp it out, or tap it out. There's a little bit yellow in there. Maybe one bit of yellow. Dang glue. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't talking to you guys. I was talking to the glue that's stuck. And then we just tap it in there. Of course, you also want to add in some extra other colors, like some sap green, maybe. You guys can experiment with however you like. Yeah, don't worry about the stuff that's falling over here on my side. That's just some extra noise, I suppose. because we're gonna do some highlights on it later. Anyway, so yeah,